All right, well, welcome to the first episode of the KillCam Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Spencer. I play PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I have a Wii U, but I don't really use it very much.
I completely forgot you had a Wii U.
Yeah, I'm terrible at the Wii U. I have Splatoon. I'm fucking awful at it. And your other host is Kevin.
That's me. I'm Kevin. I'm more or less in the same ballpark as him in terms of games, minus Wii U. I don't have anything Nintendo, but Xbox, PS4, PC, and yeah, I don't do mobile. I have PSVR. That's more Spencer's thing too.
I'm a big PSVR guy,
and that's pretty much our backgrounds in terms of a very bare bones background. As like the cast goes on, we'll definitely learn more about each other and like all that stuff. But for the time being, that's all you really need to know. So, what was the first thing you wanted to talk about?
What's a game that's upcoming that you're most excited about?
Oh, okay.
Okay, you already got something over there, Slick.
No, because
why are you asking then, man?
Oh, well, because when I said that, I completely forgot. I want to hear your thoughts on Overwatch 2.
Oh,
once you said that, I immediately was like, "Yep, I want to hear these thoughts."
So, Kevin and I have played Overwatch together for
hate that game.
A few years now, kind of off and on. I play a little more than he does.
I used to play a lot. I used to love that game, and then I hit a point where I was like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the original Overwatch is an expertly made game that when you watch the professionals, it's executed the way it's supposed to be played. It's an amazing game if you really break it down on like how well all the characters are balanced. However,
it's not fun to play.
When I will announce I am a gold player on PC, when you are playing gold, myself included.
I thought you were platinum.
Only on tank.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
only tank plat. Everything else is gold. But it's just that the people, and I'll include myself in that bucket, we make so many mistakes and then we blame each other and nobody moves up. And so I don't put that against the game itself. I think Overwatch is a great game.
It's just a community, you said.
Yeah, just the community. It's always finger pointing. But I do enjoy watching the professionals play. I think that's really
it is on another level to watch.
It's so fast.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. That's why I kind of hate watching like any game like professionally, because after I watch it,
I'm like, I'm so fucking bad.
Kind of like that, but in my mind, I'm also like, I want to play and I want to do this, and then I play and I'm also gold as well, and it's very disheartening to be like watch a professional team do these super crazy, well executed, perfectly timed plays, and then you get into a custom match, or not a custom match, a ranked match with 5 randoms, and everyone runs a different direction. And the thought of like, I'm going to do good this game and potentially do something cool is kicked out from underneath you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But for Overwatch 2, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest.
It's just campaign DLC, isn't it?
It's campaign DLC. I wish they weren't charging a full price for it.
Have they officially came out and said price?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure they said it's like a separate game you have to buy.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And like I'm interested in the story of Overwatch.
See, I'm
from like the character perspective, but my issue, and everyone is always like, oh, well, Overwatch does have story. You have to read the comics. I don't want to have to read the comics about a video game to understand the video game. Like, you hear me getting fucking pissed.
Dude, you like Halo then?
Yeah, well, the story of Halo's all in Halo, though. Like, you can get the meat and the beans and the rice and the chicken and the corn. That's a sloppy deal. All of that shit in the games.
Jesus.
You don't have to go read the book. You can. It's extra information. But for Overwatch, it's like, no, there's literally nothing. It's all these dudes and chicks going after bombs and stuff, and then nothing happens. Like, you have to go external to the game to get anything about it. So that is one positive about Overwatch 2 that I'm looking forward to, which is just you get something from these characters like inside a story. I think that will be interesting, but in summary, I wish I didn't have to pay full price.
So, I mean, maybe you've read more about this then, but Overwatch, in terms of the multiplayer, Overwatch 2 is an update for Overwatch 1, right? Essentially?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
Because they were like...
I thought they weren't even touching multiplayer for Overwatch 2.
Okay, I thought they were...
I don't know, though. I don't know.
I watched... The only thing I'll be honest, the only thing I watched BlizzCon for was Diablo 4. And we can talk about that in a second.
I've never played a Diablo game.
I only played.
I think I would like it, but I've
I only
never
played Diablo 3, and I had fun with it. And like, I can hear the pitchforks being raised because apparently, for Diablo standards, Diablo 3 was ass. Like Diablo 2's heralded as the best. I enjoyed Diablo 3, but it's probably because I haven't played 1 and 2. But I mean, 4 looks kind of cool. I mean, it's just it's a looting dungeon crawler with like crazy moves and shit. I mean, crazy characters and like all sorts of stuff.
Well, so for anybody who's listening like me, if you've never played a Diablo, can you pick up 4 and just jump in?
In terms of gameplay, yeah, because I picked up 3 and jumped in. In terms of story, there's some hardcore lore, like world building in the series. I didn't care about it because honestly, at the end of the day, the whole point of the game, it's kind of like I mean, I don't want to shit on the Borderlands people.
I never got into Borderlands,
but it's essentially the same thing. Like Borderlands is just a shooter with gun loot.
Got it.
Diablo, to narrow it down into its most basic terms, it's just a dungeon crawler with loot. That's
okay.
They're very similar games.
Does it have co-op?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
and they're gonna have PvP in this one, which I don't think Diablo 3 had the training grounds, which was just like you're in a room this big and you just.
I was gonna say if it's got co-op, that's the kind of thing like I would like to play with someone.
Oh, it's great to play with people.
Yeah, because I know like I remember back on the Nintendo 64 Gauntlet.
So Gauntlet, that's actually a very good game to like kind of compare. God, Gauntlet was so good though.
Oh, 64. The Xbox one that we played together was not as good. Remember?
Which one was that?
We got it free in the arcade.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
The game kind of sucked. I mean,
it was free, so I wasn't pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it was free.
It was fun to play with friends.
For about...
We beat the whole game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck, I completely forgot we beat the whole game.
I think we have a friend who has red hair, so we call him Red NATO. We even got Red NATO on that, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, but on the Gauntlet thing, you played... I don't remember which one was on 64 because I never had a 64, so I'm assuming it's the same one that was on... Was it Dark Legacy was the one on?
Yeah.
God, that game was so good because it was on PS2 as well. Remaster that game.
I'm in. There's so many games I would like remastered.
Fuck KOTOR.
We're just looking at each other right now. A little bit of anger in my eyes.
Dude, what if they remastered Dark Legacy and we're like, no to KOTOR?
I mean, that'd still be badass.
Yeah.
I'm still into that.
Okay. Speaking of Star Wars, Fallen Order.
I don't know anything about it. I've watched some trailers. I read some reviews. People seem to like it.
It's doing...
However, because it's EA, I don't really want to pay full price for it. I'm kind of waiting for it to go down.
I mean...
Like today I bought Gollum for PSVR, and I bought Death Stranding, both at full price. And I almost bought Fallen Order, right? Fallen Jedi, what is it?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. I almost bought Fallen Order, but then I was like, fuck EA. I'm not going to give them full money. Like, I'm not going to give them full $60 for this.
But, I mean, it's...
Like, the story's going to be regurgitated to some level.
That could be said about any game, though, if we're being 100% honest.
You want to fight? That's a shot. He's taking a shot at Fireball.
No, I'm not. Nice. But anyway, you gonna laugh, boy? Is this funny to you? What an asshole. He's over there trying to hold back a laugh. It's pathetic. No, but I mean, so it's not necessarily like I get the EA hate, but at the same time, the game's made by Respawn Entertainment, and that I think that's its biggest saving grace. Nice.
So remind me, though, what else has Respawn done?
Titanfall 1 and 2, Apex Legends.
I never played Titanfall 1 or 2.
They were good games.
I played one game of Apex and got fucked, and I never picked it up again.
Yeah, I never really got fully into Apex. Everyone in that game, like, I feel like in terms of the BR games, it's the biggest bullet sponge game because it takes so much to take someone down.
I got fucked in like 2 seconds.
Dude, one of our buddies, he always plays it. I don't understand how Christian plays it because he sucks ass at everything he plays.
Except NHL.
Dude, I've honestly debated getting NHL to just fuck around with you and Christian.
Oh, you should. It's fun.
Fuck. Because I'm like, I would never play it, but I feel like us three.
Oh, they even have an online mode of 3v3. And it's like arcade style, so it's not serious at all. It's just really fast. It's all about just big-ass hits.
See, I mean, that's almost worth buying it.
Oh, yeah. And Christian gets pissed when he loses, so it's even better.
Maybe, can you, like, check your teammates?
No, but you can fuck your teammates over easily if you want. You can, like, dive in front of them and they trip over you and stuff. He gets so pissed.
I mean, honestly, the next NHL game that comes out, fuck it. I might just buy it just to play with y'all.
Wait for there's one that came out, I guess, a few months ago. Wait for it to go on sale. When it's like $30, we'll get it.
Okay. NHL 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Okay. PS4? Oh, yeah, PS4, because that's the only thing Christian has it on.
Christian sucks.
Pretty much. But, no, what were we talking about before that? Oh, Fallen Order and Respawn. I mean, Titanfall was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it.
People liked it, yeah.
Titanfall 2, I love the Titanfall 2 Reddit community because it's become a meme at this point to where it's like, and it's a constant joke where it's like, I'm looking for something good to play, and then it's like out of nowhere, like Titanfall 2 player, like, have you played Titanfall 2? And it's like, I never got into the multiplayer. Granted, I'm also a couple years late. Nice. I'm a couple years late to Titanfall 2, and I played it a couple months ago, and holy shit, people are so good on that game.
Well, that's why I never picked up 1 or 2, was that I felt like I was so far behind. There's no reason for me to get it at this point.
Oh, but
it looked cool.
The campaign on 2 is pretty badass.
Is it still worth getting on like a super discount?
I've seen it go on sale for $5 every now and again.
I get it I'm down for any campaign.
For $5, like the next time it goes on sale for $5, I'll let you know, because for $5 the campaign's so worth it.
And an FYI for our listeners, Kevin is the much more inclined to multiplayer, and
yes.
I'm much more inclined to single player
and co-op. You're more inclined to just not PvP. You're more inclined to like stories and co-ops.
Unless it's Battlefront
1.
Yeah. I liked Battlefront 1. People hated it once they got all these free maps out. Once it was done, it was a good game. That game was beautiful. That game holds up today. Still being beautiful.
I remember when Battlefront first came out, there was this YouTuber, I think his name's Jack Frags. He put out a 4K video of Battlefront, the first one, on PC with no heads-up display or anything. And it's like,
I saw that. I think he like modded it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looked like real life.
When he's on Endor, it looks like they pulled it like straight out of the movie. It's so well done.
Can you still download that mod? Because I know he also like released a mod that like it converts your game to that. I don't know if it lets you play online, but I'd fuck around just for that.
I don't think it lets you play online, but I think it lets you play like what's the fucking single? There's like a single player mode. They try.
It's so bad on 1. It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's okay for co-op. Like you just get fucked up.
Thing,
you just get fucked up and play and.
But no, I see. So that's what makes me hype for Fallen Order is the fact that it's made by Respawn. They have a pretty solid track record on their hands. EA doesn't, but
I didn't dislike Battlefront 1 or 2. Everyone hated them. I mean, I thought they could have been better, but they were still. I mean, they were okay. I wish the Clone Wars had been more involved.
Battlefront 1, I think, and for any confusion, we're talking about the Battlefront 1 and 2s this generation,
recently.
not the old school ones. Those are
fucking legends.
Those are untouchable in terms of how good they are. But no, I liked 1, the recent one, the 2014, 2015 one, because it was so fucking bare bones. Like it didn't have all this. I mean, over time it did. I remember we'd always get pissed at like the back-to bombs.
Oh.
But like other than that, it was like, here's a blaster, here's 2 perks. That's it.
Here's a big ass map.
Yeah. Go kill yourself. Like,
and we could okay. All right, Neem Num.
Best hero. He was the best. He was the best hero.
What I was gonna say though was that Kevin and I used to get pissed at that game, and we would both. Yeah, you heard him giggle. He already knows what I'm going to say. We used to both get airplanes and then go kind of hang around the spawn area.
Specifically A-Wings, because they were unbelievably overpowered.
And we would kind of wait for the TIE fighters to come in, and you could pretty much take them down before they were even playable or movable.
Because there was a cinematic whenever they'd fly in.
People get so pissed.
Honestly, you could lock on like about halfway through the cinematic. So pretty much when it got to their screen where their heads-up display pops up, they're dead. And they just see an A-Wing just... Okay, that didn't mess up the recording. My computer black screen for a second going into sleep. I was like, man, if this butchers the recording, I'm going to be upset. He farted. That's badass.
That was the chair.
That was the chair. Sick.
That was the chair, sir. So, wait, tell me your feelings on this. So, Gollum was finally released today for PSVR, but it was supposed to be released. It was supposed to be a PSVR launch title. And so they delayed it for years.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say PSVR launch happened a hot
Like 15 or 16, I think. I don't quote me on that. But so give me your hot take on if you're a developer, if you have a game that's a piece of shit, should you release it? Or should you keep delaying it out and out and out and then release it when it's done? Because it's getting good reviews now, but it's multiple years late.
See, this was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about was pushing for a specific release date versus pushing when it's done. So,
because I have thoughts on this as one who's very in the business community, and we have situations like that.
See, my thing. So I'm a big Halo player. I've followed the Halo trend a lot. Spencer's upset by that. But that's the prime example when anyone in the gaming community talks about launches is everyone references the Master Chief Collection. The game that launched and wasn't fully playable for 2 years after launch.
That game is why I originally got rid of my Xbox One and got my first PlayStation console ever. Literally, the Master Chief Collection is why I did that.
It was heralded as...
I was so mad. I'm still mad. I'm fucking pissed.
It really was heralded as arguably the worst launch ever. So, and I'm going to kind of go off topic. Hey, I don't know if you saw, Halo Reach is coming to the Master Chief Collection for Xbox and PC December 3rd, so 3 weeks from now. And a lot of people are worried because the flight's going on right now. Nice. And it's still a little buggy, and 343 the whole time is pretty much whenever people have been like, when's the game coming out? They just respond, and it's their quote. They call it ready when ready. So they're pretty much saying the game's going to come out when it's ready to come out. And now when they announce the release date 3 weeks from now, with as many bugs in there, people are like, are y'all really still doing the ready when it's ready? Or is Microsoft being like, you need to push this shit out for holidays? So I honestly have at this point, normally I'm like, give me my fucking game. But after after the MCC launch, I am a full proponent, of waiting until a game is done. Because, what games got pushed back? There's a big one. Cyberpunk got pushed back.
That game's going to be sick. I hope it's sick. I have a lot of faith in CD Projekt Red.
They're a good-ass company. They usually kill it.
The Witcher.
Good game. Fuck, there was another game that got pushed back until May, I thought, or summer.
That's a hot take.
Nice. Oh, Death Stranding. Speaking of that got the release date is pushed out till summer for PC.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But honestly, I have no problem with a game getting pushed back.
So my only comment on this is that as a company, if you're gonna push a game back, you need to manage that much better than I feel like most of these companies do.
What do you mean?
Last minute, they'll be like, we're delaying this for another 6 months. And it's no. The second you know you're going to delay it, you need to delay it, and you need to communicate that.
See,
that's what pisses me off, is when it's coming out in a few weeks, and they're like, oh, nope, we're delaying it for 6 months. It's you've obviously known this for multiple months.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the thing I feel like CD Projekt Red tackled right, because...
Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect example.
They pushed the release date back months before it was supposed to come out, so I think that's... They probably the way you said, they probably saw hey, this isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's push it back now while we have the chance versus getting everyone's hopes up and then just being like, fuck y'all. I'm
sorry, boys.
Pretty much. What is, from a business standpoint too, since you might know more about it, is it's does that affect, how does that affect them financially? Is do you think that's why so many people don't push back? Because I'm assuming they have a estimated time frame where they're this is when we're losing money versus this is when we're gaining money, and if they push it back, they're pretty much shrinking their window for one. Does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's do you think that's why game developers are just no?
My response to that is
Doom was the other game that got pushed back. Sorry.
Oh, I'm also very excited for that then.
Sorry, yeah. I was I know it's a game we're both gonna like. It was Doom that got pushed back.
Eternal.
I'm not upset.
Doom Eternal, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I'm not opposed at all.
I'll be excited for that. The reboot of Doom got me through some tough times. Great game.
So good.
That game was so good. So good, man. But in response to your question, I think it depends on the size of the studio. in how that thought process happens. If it's a big studio that's backed by Sony or Microsoft, I think it comes down more to a financial decision. But if it's a smaller studio like Gollum, I think it comes down to, hey, we saw what happened to No Man's Sky. Like we have nice. He just knocks shit off a table. But I think it comes down to, if you're a small studio, your reputation is everything. If you butcher your reputation, you're never going to make money again. So in the short term, you have to take those losses of, well, I might be over my budget because I still have to pay everybody to finish this game, but we're going to recoup as much as we can with this game. And as long as we release a good game in the end, our reputation remains. We can still make more games going forward and people will buy them. It's like No Man's Sky is why I was so mad, is they almost did this in the reverse. They released that game when they knew it was a piece of shit, and it wasn't like what it was advertised as. I still liked it when it came out, but a lot of people hated it because it didn't meet the expectations of the customer. And then they've spent 3 or 4 years now,
and they've turned it around to just something amazing.
And so now it is what it is, and now that studio has credit again. So it's almost, I feel like they almost made a decision of, we need to release this game to get money to fix it. That's almost how I interpret what happened, because they haven't made anything new.
That's kind of a smart move, though.
It's a risky move, because if you don't fix it, you can never. I forget what his name is.
Sean Murray.
Yeah, he would never be able to be attached to a game ever again if he didn't fix this.
Yeah, it is a risky move, but hey, it worked out. No Man's Sky was
No Man's Sky VR is sick.
That was the Cinderella story of this generation.
I was so hyped for that game. I wasn't even disappointed when it came out. I could tell it was kind of shitty.
Yeah, I remember I got it. I literally got it the first day it came out.
Me too.
And I got it on PC, and I modded the fuck out of it because visually it didn't look anything. So the modding community tore that game up and was like, hey, we're trying to make this look better. But even then, it's this game is still kind of a skeleton. But it's now
oh, it's so good.
How many updates? They've had 3 major updates. There's Beyond.
3 major updates.
There's Beyond was the big one. That was pretty much the one where they were here's the No Man's Sky you wanted. And then there was 2 other ones.
And then they added a VR update.
I think Next was one. I think it was Beyond, Next, and then I thought there was one more.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're working on it.
Yeah, but the VR for No Man's Sky is I love it. It's really good.
I just still love that video where it was just people were in a space station. One guy in VR is just
doing the dance,
just dancing around. You could tell everyone else wasn't VR because they're just
yeah. That's how I can tell when I'm on that space station, or the anomaly, I think is what it's called. When I'm in there and I'm dancing around people, you can see people trying to move.
Yeah, and they're
dance,
just
but they're because they're not. They're just moving the stick back and forth. Just some cardboard.
They're doing the shepherd.
Oh, if anybody catches that reference, that's a shot. Commander Shepard dance.
Yeah, I hear my neighbor. So this is way off topic. This shit gets annoying as fuck. This is not even related to gaming, but I just want to hear your take. So our neighbors, they I guess one of their kids gets picked up for dates or by their friends or something. And you know how when you got here, you texted me and you're like, I'm here. The person likes to go to their house, sit in the driveway, and just fucking honk the horn. How unnerving is that? Do you think that's a smart move? I know that's very 1950s, so park outside someone's house and be huh, come on, babe. But it's we're in 2019, dude, fucking text your friend, or at least,
or just go knock on the door like a grown ass man.
Yeah, and they used to do it late at fucking night, when Casey was pregnant, dude.
Do you really have time? Do you really have space to talk about that?
What?
Do you remember when we were younger? Oh, you see, he giggles.
I'll put it this way. This is a stupid double standard, but it's we did it purposefully as a bad joke. This guy's probably doing it I'm so fucking cool. But
you want to fuck him?
Fuck yeah. But I remember this.
We're going to cut this out. Let's mark the time. 24:50.
God, I love being the person who's editing this. No, yeah, so I'm 100% for. Wow. I'm 100% for game developers delaying games for a good launch.
If they do it the right way, I'm in. I think it's just part of the industry.
I'm not even opposed necessarily to them doing it last. I'll get butthurt if they do it last minute, but at the same time, You're getting mad at it from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You've known this
But like
wasn't
from a
gonna come
consumer
out.
standpoint, it's like, yeah, I'm upset. I'm like, fuck, I have to wait longer. But I'm like, at least it'll be good when it comes out. So that's why I'm so worried about Halo. I'm so afraid this launch is gonna tank, which is gonna be so bad because it's the first time Halo's coming to PC since fucking Halo 2, and for it to fucking drop like that is the last thing that the community needs. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
I don't have much faith in that studio. You know my opinion on them. So
They've gotten better though.
have they though? Have they? Why are you so worried then if they've gotten better?
Because it seems like they changed their initial strategy. Like they changed from ready when it's ready to nice to the developers telling us to do this. It's Big Daddy Money Soft.
Big Daddy Money Soft.
It's like I have faith in 343. I don't necessarily have faith in Microsoft. Nice. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. You're butchering this. Oh yeah, I had another question for you actually. Oh
Right,
my god.
I've got answers for you,
I
man.
hate when this chair leans back all the way.
I've got answers for you, Slick.
Okay, yeah, well, it's not necessarily a question, but like in terms of new games that have come out recently or new games that are about to come out, like what's on your radar?
So I bought Death Stranding today, but I have not played it yet.
I have yet to buy Death Stranding. I do plan on getting it soon.
I've heard a lot of people complain that it's a delivery simulator.
Pretty much.
But then a lot of people say it's still like a really good game. So I don't know what to think about that.
It's a delivery simulator. I've literally heard people are just like, it's FedEx the game, but with like aliens or whatever they're called.
So I'm glad you brought this up though. So I don't know if you saw, but am I mispronouncing his name? Kojima?
Hideo Kojima.
So he literally came out and said that the reviews are lower for Death Stranding in North America than anywhere else on the planet because we don't appreciate his art as Americans because we're not smart enough. He literally said that.
I mean, that seems like...
He was in Italy, and he was talking about how like they appreciate art, and he was like, oh, North America, fucking idiots.
That's kind of a funny take because...
It's like, all right, well, fuck you, man. Like, your stories don't even make sense half the time. It's just like, oh, this happens, and then this happens, and then, oh, you didn't know about this, but this happens. Stupid American. Like, all right, dude. Then don't fucking sell your game here if you don't like us.
I mean,
Jesus.
That's like Kojima in a nutshell, though. Like, if anyone were to say that in the game...
Oh, so edgy.
He's...
So edgy, so cool, so edgy.
You're upset about that.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
I was about to fucking go off. I mean, like that's kind of a thing though. Like a lot of Japanese game developers, like they're a little bit more out there. I mean, like
So artistic.
look at Yoko Taro, the guy who made Nier Automata. That guy is fucking.
Yeah, good one.
He is weird as fuck. He goes out like in public for like his press conferences in like the Emil, like weird looking alien head. It's like, dude, why? But
Wait, what?
oh, why? It won't play.
Oh, it won't. Okay.
I didn't have that channel set up. I can do that for next time.
Okay.
He's referencing a clip where one of my buddies got so fucking mad at a game and just screamed out, why?
So we have a friend who's really into anything Wii U. At some point, he will be on this show. We'll get him in here.
Yeah, we
He'll
do
talk
need
about,
some Nintendo
We'll do like we'll do a Wii U episode specifically with him.
I mean, Switch.
Switch, yeah, Switch, Wii U, Nintendo, anything Nintendo. We'll do with him. And yeah, they were playing Smash together.
I was playing like an asshole.
This is all Kevin does in any game. He finds the biggest way he can piss you off or meme. And of course, in Smash, it's counters.
Specifically Shulk's counters, because the window for it is
naked Shulk.
Naked Shulk.
Naked Shulk.
Naked Shulk counters, because his counter has a huge time frame to hit. And of course, in Smash, you want to hit people. So it's once he gets within like a couple feet of me, just hit the counter and give it a second. If he hits, I'm swinging right back. And I literally played a game and just, that was the only move I did, was down B the entire game. Killed him twice with it. And he just got to the point where it got under his skin and he's just, why?
He just yells, why?
And
of course, we have it recorded and it's going to be a soundbite in future episodes.
It's great. And whenever he's here, we totally need to bring it out because he will be so upset.
No, don't tell him, just play it when he's here.
He probably won't even know what it's from.
Oh, he will. He fucking will.
But Yeah, I'd like to get it, especially with like the new Nintendo games coming out, specifically like Pokemon. I'd like to get his input on that because knowing him, he has to have gotten that game.
I don't know.
See, I would imagine he would. I mean,
he's not a huge Pokemon guy,
but he's a big Nintendo guy.
Yeah, but still,
maybe we'll see. I mean, he'll have input. I know he plays a lot of Splatoon too, a lot of other shit. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, anyway, so like new game releases and all that shit.
Other than Death Stranding, I mean, I really wanted Gollum. Anything for PSVR, like literally weekly, I check new releases on PSVR every Tuesday when they all come out. And,
they don't come out on Friday?
A lot of them come out on Tuesdays. At least, and that's also usually when PlayStation has a new sale.
Oh, okay.
On Tuesdays, that's always when I check. But other than that, there's not even too much for PSVR that I'm really excited for right now.
Anything for Xbox or PC or?
I still haven't played Gears 5, so I need to get that.
I need to finish the campaign. I'm on the last act.
I've heard it's not as good as prior Gears.
The original trilogy is so good. I as controversial as it might say, I think the original Gears trilogy is on level with like the Halo trilogy, the original Halo trilogy, in terms of just good story, good cinematic, like good everything, good world building. It's a great game. And then Gears 4 kind of like it started off on a downhill decline, and I don't know.
Yeah, Gears 4 campaign, I was like getting bored during it.
I couldn't tell you anything about it. Like,
yeah, I can't tell you anything except that there's like mutant locusts or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know everything that happened in Gears 1, 2, and 3. Like, those stories stick, but it's like the only thing I remember really from Gears 4 is
he has a kid.
Yeah, there's stupid storms that are a really boring aspect. I hate when those come into play.
Whoa, mines.
That's a great game.
If you caught that reference, that's also a shot.
That's an obscure reference.
Dead Space 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Gears 4, the only big takeaway was the ending where it was like she had the locust symbol around her neck, and it's like, ooh, that's all I really remembered. I couldn't tell you anything build up to that story. There's robots. You fight robots, and then you fight...
I hated the robots.
Scions, I think. No, not Scions. Swarm. See, I don't even know what they're fucking called.
It's a shitty game.
Gears 5 is kind of cool, though, because I like the open world aspect. A lot of people are like, this is a gimmick. And I'm like, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's something we've never had. You can just go around and explore. You can kind of take the game at your own pace. Yeah, in terms of me for new game releases,
give me that, and then I have a question.
Okay. Call of Duty, got that. Played a little bit of the campaign.
Is that remastered or is it a new game?
No, it's a soft reboot. But it's...
Okay. I saw a lot of familiar faces. In the
Captain Price is in it. I think Soap's in it at the end or something like that.
Oh, McDavids.
It's the multiplayer. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot, and the fact that it's got full crossplay support is amazing. Are you gonna let those go and clamp your ear?
No, I was cooling my ears off. I took my headphones off for a second.
Yeah, those headphones. I need to get like more breathable ones, like because I wear those at work too sometimes, and after like 30 minutes, you're just like. You have to do that. No, so I've gotten the new Call of Duty. I've been playing that. I enjoy it. I think it's one of the more difficult and unique Call of Duties. I mean, it's built on a whole new engine, so obviously it's going to be different. Death Stranding, I plan on getting soon.
I'll let you know. I'll probably play some tonight.
And then I got the new Need for Speed Heat. I enjoy that game. I've always been a Need for Speed fan. Payback, which was the one before this, Payback kind of sucked.
Dude, Most Wanted was so sick.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and Hot Pursuit.
See, those ones are heralded as probably top three. Like top three Need for Speeds are usually Underground, Underground and Underground 2, Most Wanted, and Hot Pursuit. Those games are great. I remember when my uncle gave me my PS1, one of the games, because all he played were racing games. So we had Gran Turismo's, Need for Speeds, and Driver, and I was like, let me try Need for Speed, and dude, that game was so good. Need for Speed Heat, though, it's a great game compared to what Payback was. Oh my god, this game's so much better. The camp,
I get it when it goes on sale.
I got it on PC if you're interested. It looks so clean too. The only bad thing about it, and it's to be expected for a Need for Speed game, is the campaign and dialogue's kind of cringy.
Yeah, that's expected.
I mean, yeah, they're just you finish the race and they're like, damn, you're fast. We didn't think you'd be that. You got to meet up. And it's cool. Fucking who cares? I hate it. They're always talking to you during the race. from start to finish, they're just talking to you all calm and collected, like hyped up, and it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. I could do without hearing this for 30 seconds. Like, let me just drive and enjoy myself. So what were you gonna ask me? I think those are the only 3 games that I've had on my radar.
Give me, it doesn't have to be exact, but give me your top 3
God damn it.
games that you've put hours into.
Of like all time?
Your top 3 hours games.
Halo, obviously.
Yeah, Halo for you. He has a number 1.
Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what number 3 would be.
While you think, I'll give some.
Part of me wants to say Counter-Strike, CSGO.
What?
Because I put it like...
No way.
When I first got...
What are your Steam hours?
I mean, I want to say I'm over 1,000 hours easy on this.
1,000?
Because I made multiple accounts. I think my main account is like at 700 hours, and then my Smurf account was like at 400 hours. Because I used to play... When I first got my PC...
Jesus.
When I first got my PC, like, pretty much I was like, what's there to play? And my friends were like, Counter-Strike. I was like, fuck it. Maybe it's not. So I know it's... I want to say it's something on console, though, because it's got to be Halo, MW2... Fuck, I'm trying to... Oh, you know what? I take it back. This might be kind of like a weird one, a more obscure one. I put a lot of time into Battlefield 4.
Okay.
Like, I'm almost max level on that game. Almost have, like, every weapon maxed out. Like,
What an idiot.
I sunk so much time because I thought I was going to hate that game. I only got it because they didn't have Need for Speed at launch. Because I was going to get 2 games. I was going to get Call of Duty and Need for Speed Rivals. They didn't have Rivals, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll try Battlefield, because I'd never really played them. Got home and played it, and immediately just no-lifed it for months at a time. Like, I wasn't even playing Call of Duty. I was like, fuck it, I'll go play Battlefield. It was so good. And then after Battlefield 4, that series fucked itself. I'm so upset that series went the way it did.
I see you visibly getting upset over there.
It was so bad. I wanted to, like...
Here, you need some of this liquor.
Need some Fireball? Shit.
You need some liquor, Chief.
All right.
Okay, all right. Big man.
That's a hot...
All right, while you're doing that, I'll give mine. And these, of course, are estimations. They could change if I actually looked.
My Halo MCC hours, I've put way off topic, but like you can check your hours on MCC. I've put more than 600 hours into campaign alone on the Master Chief Collection.
How?
Why? Because I would just...
That was a perfect time for...
Why? Like, I don't know. Because I'd play campaigns and I'd try to get all the achievements. Like, I wanted... And because, like, think about it, that's like all the Halo 1, the Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Halo 4 achievements. And then going back and doing, like, the obscure ones, like all the skulls, all the terminals, and then, like, the get 2 kills while doing this, or do... So it's just... I mean, that game's got, what? 500 achievements? And it's like, I have, like... 400, or it's got like 600 now, and I have like 400 of them. So I just, if no one was online, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go play campaign. Good one. Anyway, so what are your 3? I'm curious to hear this because...
and of course, this is just estimation.
I already have a feeling I know what one of them is.
What do you think?
Rome Total War.
I'm going to group Rome 1 and Rome 2 together.
Okay, that's fine, because I did that with Halo, so...
I was going to say, yeah, definitely. I'll put Total War just as a group.
Because I remember...
Total War games for sure.
I remember, like, when I got my first computer, every time I'd get on Steam, it would be you, and it's like Total War. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is all the fucking plays?
That's got to be... Just Total War games as a group have to be in my top 3. And then I think... I feel so cringy saying it, but World of Warships. I put some hours into that game over the years.
I know your third one, I think.
What do you think?
Team Fortress 2.
It's got to be Team Fortress 2 or Medal of Honor Allied Assault from back in the day.
Okay. What about
back in the day?
Okay. Since you're talking about back in the day, I have one that I'm surprised you didn't say, considering you said you...
Battlefield 2?
Yep.
So...
I remember, like, the last time we hung out, you were like, I fucking always played that game back in the day. So it's like, why...
I don't know. I have to look at the hours. Just Medal of Honor Allied Assault, like, literally... Like you said, I would just pour months into it. Battlefield 2, it was just kind of like, I can't wait to play it.
Well, so, I mean, I never
played another Battlefield game, that's not true. I never got into another Battlefield game after Battlefield 2 for PC. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it. They, like, made the mechanics too hard to use.
It seemed like Battlefield 2, like, I played it on console, which I know it's nowhere near as good. That black shot glass by you should be fine if you want to use that. But it seemed like Battlefield 2, Because it was called like Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, right? Is that it or something like that, or Modern something?
For the Xbox version, for the console versions, yes.
Okay.
But for PC, it was just called Battlefield 2.
So were they different games?
They were different games, very different games.
Oh, okay.
That was a disconnect a lot of people had. The PC version was legendary.
Okay. See,
like if the servers were still up, I'd get back on.
Okay. It just seemed like from videos, because I've watched Battlefield 2 videos, it seems like compared to current Battlefield, it seems like that one almost played a little bit more. I mean, granted, it's also
clunky.
It looks so like, for lack of a better, it looks shitty. Like
we have to remember the time when it came out.
Yeah, I mean, that was like early 2000s, right?
I had to be in middle school.
Fuck.
I was in middle school.
I mean, like I said, I've watched videos, and part of me is like, this game looks like it would have been so much fun to play with back in the day.
Because that was like the first game. Because I never played like 1942 online or anything.
What about 2142?
I played some single player. Never played it online very much.
Kind of looked cool.
But Battlefield 2, man, online, 64 player maps. You could do vehicles, helicopters, airplanes, cars, tanks, trucks, anything. Or you could just be infantry. Squad up and get fucking hype. Let's play.
Nice.
Whoa!
I like that my mic picked that up. So there's going to be a duplicate play of that. Okay, so those are your big three. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's like, man, I really would have thought.
But some runner-ups would be KOTOR series.
You've really put that much time into them?
Oh, I've beaten KOTOR 1 like 8 or 9 times. Maybe more.
Looking back at it, because I never had Xbox Live until the 360, so I would literally just play. Huh? Yeah.
Good one.
Hey, he wants to take a shot. He needs a chaser.
Yeah, I'd like a chaser. I mean, damn.
But it's like, yeah, before I had my Xbox 360, I had a PS2 and the OG Xbox. It's clean. So I would literally just play games for the campaign.
Dude, where's Brute Force at?
That's a great game. You know what's also a really good game for Xbox? Fusion Frenzy.
I only ever had the demo on a demo disc from Xbox Magazine way back in the day.
I loved when magazines gave you demo discs.
Oh, I miss that shit. That's like my favorite shit every month, to get the demo disc, and then now it's like, fuck you, no magazines exist.
Yeah, I have a demo disc for my PS1. It has a demo for the original Metal Gear Solid. Like, it has
Kojima.
It has Metal Gear Solid. It had this WWE game on the demo disc.
That was actually pretty fun.
It was so much fun. I remember I was like, my mom played tennis, so like I would go over to her tennis friend's house every now and again, and like they all had kids too. And I want to say it was called like Royal Rumble on the Nintendo 64. And like honestly, that was one of the most fun games I ever fucking played.
Royal Rumble?
It was something like that. It was like whatever one of the WWE events was called, and it was a Nintendo 64 game. And it was like 4 players in the ring, and then I think you could like tag people on the side. So it's literally just like a shit show from start to. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, good one. In terms of like playing, so I played a lot of single player games on PS2 and Xbox. I did play it, like looking at it back, it's like, yeah, I did beat KOTOR 1 a lot of times, because I think I beat it one time for every class, and I think there were 3 classes, right?
Yep. Counselor, Sentinel, and Guardian.
Oh no, I was talking about the class you pick at the beginning, like Scoundrel.
Yeah, and I was talking about the Jedi classes.
Yeah. I'd always pick. I never changed that. I'd always pick
Soldier. You seem like you'd always pick Soldier.
Is that the one with the blue lightsaber?
No, I was talking about that's a Guardian.
No, I'd always for Jedis I'd always pick Guardian, but
Yeah.
at the beginning of the game I'd always pick Soldier, Scoundrel, or the other one. That's where I changed it up to see what it was different. I tried to do a blasters only.
Dude, it's almost impossible. You can't beat.
It sucked. I was like,
Yeah.
no, fuck this.
That's
Like,
not the game's not made to do that.
it kind of seemed like it was though, because they were like, you can do whatever you want. And there's all these cool blaster perks, and it's like you get rocked.
You get rocked. You can have Canderous. Remember him?
Yeah, Canderous Ordo.
Yeah, he becomes Mandalore in KOTOR 2.
Yeah, my favorite thing.
It's a spoiler.
My favorite thing to do was like before a hard battle, just drop like 20 stims on yourself. And like your guy's running fast as shit, like glowing, and then you just go into a battle and like a normal attack that does like 10 hits just one shots him. It's like,
So you want to know a really secret meme to beat that game?
I swear if you're gonna say that fucking mod.
No, not the mod. No, anytime you level up, don't do it. Don't do it.
I've heard about this, so explain.
Just save them. Just save them. So then, like, when you get to, like, a big boss battle, you'll have, like, 5 level ups. And anytime you actually use that level up,
you get your health back.
Health and force go all the way back. So it's like you become equal with the cheap bullshit of the AI.
That's a broken mechanic.
No, it's not. It's a great mechanic. Malik's literally, like, sucking life force out of nothing.
Dude, I remember there were some battles on that game that were so hard. Nice. Like, I remember the first battle that fucking drove me up a wall was on Terrace, whatever, when you fight that Jedi apprentice in, like, that Sith lab.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, but, like, what I would always do is I'd get him weak, and then when I was about to die, I'd just walk back out the door into the old zone.
And heal up,
get my party back, go back in, and just rinse and repeat. Because it's like, I'd do everything I could before that, and you still could not take him unless you fucking stimmed up. What a good-ass game. Fuck, I want to play that now. Okay, speaking of games we also played a lot, I also played this game called Ace Combat 4.
I had it.
Oh my god, I played that game to the point.
It's sick in PSVR, the new one.
I played Ace Combat 4
Sick.
to the point where I would play it on the hardest difficulty, and I had, like, the whole game memorized to where it's like whenever enemies would come in I'd pretty much pull the Battlefront thing where it's like I'd come in with the enemies, like, behind the enemies, and it's like enemies coming in, I'd be behind them, just blow them up. Mobius won. What a good ass game. Nice. So I don't know. This is another topic I wanted to talk to you about. I don't know if you have much input on this because I don't think you necessarily follow it. But, like, so you know what Twitch is, obviously.
I've never heard of it.
I'm so fucking upset. The streaming.
Yes.
So, like, there's other services out there. There's Mixer, there's Facebook, there's YouTube.
Ooh, mixers.
Huh?
Shots?
I like Mixer. That's what I stream on.
No, mixers.
God damn it.
Why?
Nice. But so it doesn't fucking play if I press the button. Yeah, I could press it for our own gain. But so I don't know if you've been following the news recently. So, like, he's over here making faces at me.
What's the news?
So Twitch is the biggest streaming site, obviously. And as of recently, like, Ninja, he's a big Fortnite streamer, like, pretty much the face of gaming. He signed a contract to stream exclusively on Mixer. And then after him, another big streamer named Shroud, signed a contract to stream on Mixer. And then another one named Courage signed a contract for YouTube. So it's like all these people are getting contracted by the specific service. So it's like, do you think that's kind of, and, like, I kind of noticed it's going hand in hand with how esports has turned from just random people starting a team and being good. Like, back in the Halo days, it was like Final Boss, all those games. It was just a team of those people. And then organizations like CLG, Cloud9, Dignitas, like, all that came around, and now shit's getting franchised out. Like, look at Overwatch. I think Overwatch was, like, one of the first big games to do it. Like, Houston has a team. Like, it's franchised by a specific city. Like, do you think we're hitting the point in gaming, Jesus, to where, like, streamers and teams, like, everything's pretty much just going to be franchised? Because it's like Call of Duty is franchised now. Like, Call of Duty used to be, like, the same thing where it was, like, COG had a team. Like, all these esports organizations now, like the COD League, like, Dallas has a team, Atlanta has a team, like, actual cities have teams now. And, like, I feel like that's becoming more and more the norm. And it's like, I'm wondering, like, in terms of a business move, like, is that a smart thing? Because this is 100% rumored, but apparently, like, it's rumored that, like, Ninja's contract to stream exclusively on Mixer was $20 million. And it's like, that's a fuckload of money. But
what's the length of the contract?
I couldn't tell you. At least a year.
Oh, it's got to be more than that.
I'd imagine. So I don't know if they said anything.
I'm thinking it's like 10 years.
Probably.
I'm thinking it's like almost lifetime.
I mean, maybe it's all they've said is they've.
I mean, it's like NBA money.
But it's like, so then it's like Mixer was the first one to start contracting people, and then YouTube started contracting people. It's like, I think it's only a matter of time before Twitch officially starts contracting people.
I mean, the fact that they're not contracting people shows that they're behind.
See, that's the thing, though. Twitch is the biggest streaming platform out there. Twitch, like...
Well, but they have that as a benefit. Whereas, like, these smaller groups, they have to do this.
That's what I'm saying. But do you think it's going to get to the point? Because it's like...
Yes,
Ninja was a big...
Yes.
Ninja was a big name. Shroud was a big name. Courage was a pretty big name. And then Mixer just acquired Ewok, who's a Fortnite player. But... So do you think... See, that's what the thing is. It's like Twitch still dominates. Absolutely fucking dominant. I think there's 73% of the entire streaming market just alone. Like Facebook, Mixer, and YouTube combined only make up the other 27%. So it's like, do you think that Twitch is going to be like, hey, we should probably start contracting people? Or do you think they're well off to the point where they're like, we don't have to fucking do this? Because they still, like, the streamers still make money through like Twitch subs, donations, like all that shit. So it's like they're still making bank. I mean, they're making thousands a month if you're a top streamer. But do you think like this, from a business standpoint, do you think that these other companies doing that is enough to send a ripple to where Twitch is like, we should probably start doing this too?
I'd be shocked if Twitch doesn't start doing it soon. Because I guarantee you they have a bunch of highly compensated people that are watching all of that.
Twitch is also owned by Amazon too. So,
yeah, there you go. You got big bald Bezos, big old bald bitch. But no, short answer is yes. I guarantee you they're watching it. They're talking about it. They probably had meetings about it last week. They're going to have meetings about it next week. If they don't start doing that, they will fall behind.
Even so, you think they'll fall behind even with the lead they have already? Like, do you think it's a possibility that they can fall behind?
If you're not evolving, you're falling back.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
That's my take. If I was a Twitch, quote, I'm doing air quotes. If I was a Twitch executive, that would be my take. If we're not evolving, we're devolving.
Okay, that makes sense. See, I think Twitch is still well off because, like,
yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they have such a big user base.
They do. Their user base is
that they don't have to do anything.
So,
but that's a very dangerous mindset because it's saying we're so good. Do you want me to start listing companies that have thought they were too good?
Enron.
Okay, well, that's a different story.
No, because it's like that's the thing I've noticed too. Sorry, there was a
he
fucking
just like talked into the rug.
No, sorry, I was like moving my foot and there's a fucking baby treat, whatever they're fucking called, of Puff. Yeah. But what was I fucking saying? I lost my train of thought entirely. So it's like Twitch being backed by like Amazon or whatever. They're obviously well off monetarily. Amazon is it's picking that up. I like that. Amazon is like the biggest company in the world. So it's like, I feel like they could afford it without doing it, but it's like, I'm not a business person. I don't have that mentality. Like you're an accountant. You strictly deal with money and the money that a business makes. So it's like, you're probably seeing it as like, they need to fucking do this. Whereas I'm like, they're already set for life. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I don't know their budgets, but if you were to put me in front of Bezos in the decision board, I would say we have enough resources to stiff arm every single one of our competitors out of business. Let's do it.
They could.
Let's hire every other.
I don't know about well, that's the thing though, because it's like Mixer is owned by Microsoft.
Ooh, see, I'd be like, let's start some shit because why not?
YouTube is owned by Google, and Facebook is owned by Facebook, obviously. So it's like, can they really? I mean, it's Amazon. Like they probably could just be like, they could stiff arm them, but it's like Microsoft and Google, if they really wanted to, they could push back monetarily. Because I mean, if they're signing quote $20 million, that's rumor. It could be more. It could be a fuckload less. If they're signing $20 million contract per person, that's because they've signed 4 big people. Let's just say they each paid them $20 million. That's $80 million.
What was the name again?
For what?
The $20 million.
Mixer.
But the person that they signed.
Ninja.
Ninja.
He's probably Ninja and Shroud, they're the 2 biggest people. But that's the other thing too. Like this is kind of more of like a user base perspective. When Ninja would stream on Twitch, because Twitch is like, that's the thing where I'm like, how much does this benefit him? When Ninja would stream on Twitch, he'd average, let's just say 35,000 viewers. On Mixer, he averages about 15,000. So he took a 20,000 viewer cut, which is potential 20,000 subs, 20,000 people donating. So it's like, I'm wondering if in the long run, was that a smart move? Because 20 million up front is awesome, but it's like, what if, let's say it's a 10-year contract. So he got paid 20 million for 10 years versus if he streamed on Twitch for 10 years, let's say he could have made 40 million. Like, is that a smart move?
Well, I hope that person has hired financial and business counsel.
Knowing him, I'd imagine.
Before they made that decision.
Knowing him, I'd imagine he would, considering he's done like stuff with like sports. He's done stuff on TV. He's literally the face of gaming. Like he has to have an agent and a lawyer of some sort.
Yeah, then I'd feel pretty confident in whatever decision he made.
Damn, fuck. So Ninja really is, or not Ninja. So Mixer really is making some moves by pulling these people.
That's a big move. If he's, again, I'm not too involved. Full disclosure, I'm not too involved in Twitch, streaming, or anything. That's more Kevin's thing. But if this person really is the face of gaming, then that would be. I'm a big NBA fan, so relating it to the NBA, that would be like getting LeBron James to be the face of your product. Which it doesn't matter if you're not a big name, that's going to catch eyes.
That's true. That
So
makes sense.
I'm trying to relate the two together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, then short answer, yes, they're making big ass moves.
See, and like they just started doing this. Like Ninja was
It's a good idea.
I mean,
If you're smaller, that's what you can do though. It's, hey, how do we attract talent? We pay them.
see, a lot of people are being like, they're calling the streamers who take those contracts, they're just calling them selling out. And they're just being
why
like,
not? Why?
And
And
then
they should be doing whatever they want for their own benefit.
yeah, and then
Who else is going to look out for them?
yeah, so they're calling like the streamers
That's
who do it,
stupid.
they're calling them sellouts, and then
No.
they're calling Mixer like an illegitimate platform because they're
That's
like,
bullshit.
oh, you can't get people on your site normally, you have to pay them.
So
and I'm like,
they're conducting business.
yeah, so I'm like, I mean, that's why like whenever people say that, they're like, oh, Mixer has to pay their people. It's like,
Well, they want to.
it's
because
like
they
one,
want a
they
bigger
want to, and
user
it's like
base.
two, it's like, yeah, they're small, so it's like they need some sort of way. It's like,
Yeah, what are they supposed to do? Just compete with Twitch straight up? That doesn't work.
yeah, I mean, Mixer's been around for a while. It's always had a small user base. It's growing now. I mean, like, what's that? Like the saying? It's like you have to spend money to make money.
To spend money to make money.
Cool. And we're about to wrap this up. We're closing in on the hour mark. I don't think we talked about it yet, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head, but it might take me a minute. So we kind of wanted to do something where every podcast we do what's called like I guess you could call it like a hot take of the week or a hot take of the podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you could think of?
I've got one. I mean,
Or a couple. I mean, if you have a couple interesting ones.
I already kind of mentioned it, but my hot take of the week is thank you, Kojima, for thinking that North Americans are dumb and unartistic and that Italians are the supreme deal. Good one, man. Good one. Hot take.
Why do you hate Italians?
I don't hate Italians.
Racist.
I hate that Kojima thinks that, like,
So you hate Japanese?
all right. No, I'm out. I'm tapping out of that conversation.
No, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, that's a hot take. What would you like? So we could kind of take this two ways, like hot take like that, and then like, what's a personal hot take? Like something maybe that might have happened in like a game or something where you were just like, man, what the fuck?
Kevin's wife is in the room.
Yep.
She brought us shots.
You don't want me to get drunk whenever I'm here with Scarlett. If I drink this, I will pass out. So I'm gonna drink this.
That's a shot. That's
This
a
tastes
shot.
like mostly vodka.
That's a shot.
You want to try this?
Yeah, I want to try that.
It's so strong.
I smell it through the straw.
Please try it,
This thing smells thick.
dude. I'm saying dude, that's a lot of drink. If I drink that,
Put hair in places I don't want it, except on my head, apparently. All right, we're gonna kill that together.
dude, this is enough. This is enough drink for like 4 people. Okay, anyway, so hot take of the week. My wife brought me a drink that's literally gonna kill me if I drink
That's
it.
not a hot take.
That's a great take. Anyway.
A video game take.
Yeah, so can you try to think of one? Part of me almost wants to say you badgering me to get on Overwatch and me to get on. This is such a DPS mentality. You're gonna get so upset when
Oh man.
you're gonna get so
Wait, give me one more sip before you take it.
you're gonna get so upset when I say this. This might be both of our hot takes. But so Spencer plays Overwatch a lot. He badgered me to get on. I hate the
I'm
game.
primarily a tank main.
I'm primarily a DPS main, so I'm
Reinhardt,
cancerous.
Roadhog.
So Spencer tells me to get on. I get on. I have to install the game again to get
Usually I'm a 5 or 6 stacking with friends.
Yeah, so
So
he's
I was like, hey, we got 5. We need a 6th.
I get on. I'm playing other games. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just get on to play a couple games or two. In DPS mentality, I get on, not playing the game in a while, hop in the game, 4 golds across the board. We fucking lose in spectacular fashion.
Got wrecked.
And then you all get off. So it's just like, y'all badger me to get on a game that I hate playing. I fucking kill it in terms of like medals and stats. We lose and then y'all just get off. And I'm just like, that was a good waste of 15 minutes. I was so upset.
Well, I think the problem with that game was that your SR on DPS used to be like 2400. And so when you got on, you haven't played in so long. You were probably playing at like 2100. So we got fucked.
Isn't a low SR good?
No, but I'm saying the game still thought you were like way up here. And then my SR and our other tank mains SR boosting all the other people in our group. And that's what I told them. They were always complaining about it. All right, I'm going to stop there. I could rant on this for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to stop. I'm going to pump the brakes. Next time. That'll be my hot take next time. Ask me about that.
Okay, but what did you all think? What happened when I was shit talking? Like, did Greg say anything? Because I know you were.
Yeah, they got mad. Yeah, they got mad. They're like, your friend's toxic.
I mean, in my defense,
Oh!
I like how my mic picks that up.
Oh!
Keeps doing it. I like how I didn't realize because you kept telling me you were like talk shit. I thought you meant to the people in our party. Because I thought you were like, hey, be toxic to Greg.
Dude, I was like borderline blackout.
I had a feeling
that also probably didn't help when your main tank is borderline blacked out.
Because you kept typing me, you were like whispering, you were like talk shit, and I was like, so I was like talking shit to my team. So it's like
we're gonna cut all of this.
No, why?
See, that was another moment.
But like when we had the table set up, we'll both be right there by the mixer, so we can just hit the button. But so yeah, I didn't realize he was saying talk shit to the teammate. So I'm just sitting there getting a kill and doing shit, and then like I'll die and I'll be like, you fucking idiots. Yeah, that's my hot take of the week is being forced to play a game I hate, losing while top fragging.
You should be top fragging your DPS.
What about your other big DPS man?
Who was it?
I don't fucking know.
Do you remember the name?
I don't know. He wasn't gold. That's all I fucking know.
Yeah, well, yeah, one of you's got to be gold.
Yeah, I was the guy who doesn't play DPS. God, I have to play Overwatch again because now I'm fucking pissed and I have that toxic Overwatch mentality.
All right,
I'm a gold who's better than every other gold out there.
Whoa.
That's the Overwatch mentality. That's why I need to play this game again.
So next stream, maybe we'll have a special episode where Kevin and I get really drunk and we play Overwatch competitive. We record ourselves while we play.
It's literally just gonna be like fuck
shit game.
Oh my god, we'll have to show that video one day.
All right, my friends.
That's a wrap for the first episode. Technically, this is like our episode 1.2 because we tried to record another one, and it was shitty. We
ended up having sex. You're gonna edit that out.
No, I'm not. Okay, but yeah, no, that's the first episode. You want to try to do this every week, every other week?
Let's aim for every other week.
Okay, that's a perfect time frame for me. So I'll probably publish this right now. It's
we need to listen to it and clean it up.
It's Friday evening, so this probably honestly won't go out until Sunday evening, Monday morning, so that you can start your work week off and listen to the KillCam podcast.
Nobody wants to listen to this.
Yeah, can you imagine people just going to work Monday morning, hating their lives, and they're just listening to a podcast? They're like, "We had sex." But yeah, that's the wrap for episode 1. I hope you enjoyed.
Almost the wrap. Also, for more context, Kevin and I have been friends for I don't know how many fucking years. Apparently, when we met, I asked him if he wanted to get into a hot tub. I don't believe that.
I will go get Scarlett and I will swear on her.
That is his daughter. But yeah, we want to thank anybody who may or may not listen to this and all of our great sponsors.
Oh, speaking of sponsors, I was actually in talks like getting ourselves a sponsor for the podcast.
Who?
No one. I'm just fucking with you.
God damn it. I was ready to be like, we got to cut all this shit out then. What the fuck?
Dude, we'll have to get a good sponsor. Like.
Who?
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
All right, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, anybody who listened. Going forward, we will post our Steam names. We'll post our PlayStation names, Xbox names. If you want to hang out, play some games, let us know. Play anything.
Yeah, I'll try and put this on. So I have our hosting through Podbean. I'll put all our information there, and I'll try and upload a YouTube just audio cut of it, or I could put all our information there. But that's hot. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode. It's been pretty fun, and we will see you next time. Any sign off, or are you just gonna? All right, fuck this. We'll see.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get some drinks, boys.